Hey, what's up guys? I'm Avalanche Fan 133 and welcome back again to my NHL 14 Be a Pro Goalie mode. This will be game number 10 of my 5th season, I believe. I lose track of the seasons very quickly. So I've decided to keep playing, and I've played a few games this season, so I'm just going to play through the seasons. I'll play through this season, see if we make the playoffs, and just go from there. I'm going season to season right now. Anyways, I'll be against the Chicago Blackhawks. They're 4-4-1. Every game has passed since last episode. I think, I just simulated the preseason. We won 5-3 in our season opener without me. Then we won 3-1 with me in my Phoenix Coyotes debut. Pretty good game. Then we lost 4-2. It wasn't a great game by me, but Edmonton did have a lot of shots, so it kind of kept the save percentage still up there. And I think, not sure, but I think the fourth goal might have been an empty netter. I can't remember. Then I won 3-1 in a nice bounce back win against the Minnesota Wild, who are now 0-8-1. I'm really glad I didn't pick them as a team to go to. They are really struggling. Then we shut out the Nashville Predators without me in net. Then we lost in my first bad game of the season against the Blues 6-3. Just not a good game for me, and not a good game for the whole team. Then we lost again 4-3 to the Jets, who are 7-1. That was in overtime. It was a close back and forth battle, and they took the lead, the 3-2 lead, under a minute, like 40 seconds to go, and then we tied it. And then it went to overtime, and we lost in that. So that was disappointing, very deflating, and yeah. Then we won 4-3 against the Wild again. Wild still winless. Then we lost 3-1 against the Stars, and here we are against the Chicago Blackhawks. I had some really good stats going through the first 3 games. Now they've really taken a hit, but I think I can do better, and I'm just going to keep trying to do better. I still got the 90% save percentage and all that, but we'll look at season expectations and stuff like that after the game. Or on the road, we always tend to do better on the road. It says I'm 84 overall, but I'm actually 83. I don't know why it always shows me 1 overall higher in the view lines. But there's our lines. Goldobin, who is our top line right wing, he's injured. He just got injured. I think we had a defenseman get injured too. I cannot remember who, though. Yandel, I think, is leading us in scoring. We don't score very much, but our defense is pretty dang good. Evidence of the 3-1, the 2 3-1 wins I had, which both those wins, the third goal was an empty netter. The first game that I actually had more than 2 goals of support, excluding empty netters, was the St. Louis game, but I gave up 6. So I have to do better, and overall it's looking, if I can keep them to 1, we should win. But I'm going to have to really be good. But also my defense is pretty good. Got Ekman Larson, who's a really good defenseman. And I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot of goal support. But maybe, yeah, we don't have another injury. Huh. Maybe, just maybe, my defense will be good enough through the season. Anyway, Chicago Blackhawks. Pretty tough team. So we'll see if I bounce back. I changed my pads, of course, and everything. It's a pretty basic setup. I just chose, I think it's some Vaughn pads and stuff. And I have the backup helmet, since I feel like I'm more of the backup still, even though it's starting me more. Ooh, Bodker with a good chance. He's a good offensive player. We got Hansel centering that first line. And Blackhawks and Kings going at it in the Western Conference Finals. in real life NHL, and Kings are about to beat them, but Blackhawks stayed alive last night, which I believe was Wednesday night, and won in the second overtime. That's got to be nerve-wracking. I apologize for not getting this out on Wednesday. Just had some other stuff to do and just didn't get to it. But I'm going to try my hardest to get this back on schedule. It's been kind of back and forth, not doing much. Oh, Yandel turned that over. Ooh, stayed with him. Morin. I don't know if that, I don't think that's the Morin I was a teammate with in Dallas. Yandel's got to stop turning it over.
Pass back, tic-tac on that one.
Here goes Mahacek, or however you say his name. Not quite sure if that's it. But he missed. And we are really going at it forecheck-wise, and they turned it over in neutral ice. They got it out of their offensive zone, or defensive zone. So that was good for them. Gordon slapper on. Crawford makes the glove save, and will hang on as he gets tackled. I'd like to see that more of start a pile-up. It really should. Players should be mad. I really cannot wait till NHL 15. I really want to play that, and hoping it's better, and just hopefully have fun. Oh, that just stayed right in front. Good defense, blocking the passing lanes. There we go on the offense, driving the net. Good save by Crawford. Seabrook has it. They'll pass it up. So Montreal and, ooh, got across for that one. Montreal and the New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals. I believe New York's up 3-2, I think. I was rooting for Montreal. I don't really like any New York team. But I don't know if they're going to come back. New York has a really good, solid team, but you never know. It's been a wild playoffs. I'd probably cheer for Montreal to win it all. Though, oh, it was a big blow losing Carey Price. That just sucks. We win the face-off in our zone. Gormley has it, getting double teamed, got it behind the net. Though that might have been more accident than anything. Dumped in to the Chicago end. Seabrook gets to it first. Gordon steals it. Shot on save. Livingston has it. He'll get pinned behind the net. Seabrook steals it away. And we will get a power play. Holding call. 15th ranked power play, 17.2%. It's not great, but it's not bad. Maybe we can get on the board first. Taves sends that down. I'm going to actually just leave that. Sent around, turned over to Taves. Sent right in front, and Patrick Sharp buries it. I got a cross for it. I don't know how that squeaked in, though. He might have gotten it 5-hole because I was moving. Let's see the replay on this. I don't know. Couldn't tell from that angle. Maybe glove side? No, it looked like 5-hole from that angle. Don't really know, but that's a short-handed goal for Patrick Sharp. Bad defensive coverage there. And sadly, my goalie didn't get it. Felt like I was in decent position. Maybe we can get that right back. Gormley shot on, got deflected by a defenseman. Bodker did a little boarding there. Shot on save, got it again. Another save. Hansel has it. Back to Ekman Larson. Sent across to Gormley. Shot on saved again. Hansel has it again. Ekman Larson missed the pass. Sent in behind the Chicago net and cleared out. Some great pressure there. Gormley sends that down, and Seabrook almost got that out. Sent across. Brown save. Good save. Brown has it again. Shot on saved again. A shot and score. We just kept fighting and fighting for that one. Great pressure. Great sticking with the play. Chris Brown. For some reason, Gary Thorne calls him Jurgensons. That's a little mess up. But he gets that up over the blocker of Corey Crawford, and it's all tied up. That wasn't a power play goal, but I feel like the power play got us that momentum to keep fighting for it. So we got that right back. Shot on, saved again. Saad has it. He'll pass that up to Roy, and Roy will get that up to Morin. Morin skates in, shot wide. Getting run into by Saad. Haven't been tested much here. Don't really know where I'm at as to how sharp I was, and that wearing off the crossbar or something. Deflected on save. Crawford having to face a lot of tough shots here. He's a good goalie. He's won a cup. Face-offs are all even. Hansel on the draw. He loses that to Taves. Sharp has it. He'll get around one Phoenix player and get his pass picked off. Ekman-Larsson shot on. Save. Rebound. Korpikoski going in behind. Coming out in front. Saved again. Again saved. Man, this is the best offensive performance I've seen by my team. And this is against Chicago. We've really controlled the flow and controlled the puck and everything. That's great. Only one to show for, though, and we have the one disappointing goal allowed. Coming in. Save. I panicked a little there. I gotta not just go down and slide all over the place. Back up to the point. Hjalmarsson. Shot on save. Rebound saved again. Bickle. That gets blocked. Yandel gets rid of that. See, it was pretty decent defense there. They didn't... My guys didn't allow anything really dangerous. And they controlled the guy in front. Bumped him around a lot. But overall, pretty happy. 1-1 after one. All A pluses. 17 shots for my team, 9 for Chicago, and a lot more time on attack for us. Great passing percentage for us. 6-4 the shots on, or face-offs won for Chicago. Anyways, let's get this second period underway.
Great to have you with us, everybody, as we get underway here in the second period.
All tied. Jonathan Taves has it.
He'll carry that puck into the ending.
Slap that, gets blocked. Hansel has it. Over to Ekman-Larsson. He will turn it over, but it did get into the neutral zone. That's a good thing. Enter back in. Think this is Taves? Yep. Save. Oh, Hansel got the rebound. Dangerous rebound there. I was in kind of bad position for that initial shot. Sharp up to Kane. Patrick Kane, always very dangerous. Pass up to Keith. He's dangerous too. High shot, glove save. That might have been going over. That was an awfully high shot. I should have gotten out more, but I did have to make sure he wasn't going to pass it back. Letty, blocker save. Yandel has it. And that gets all the way up. And missed the slapper. And Chicago will get control and skate it back. Bickle. Bickle getting to move right in. Didn't shoot it. Gets his shot blocked. We're blocking some good shots. Keith Yandel. This is turned over. Good hit. But another Chicago player gets it. Save! Another save! Followed that rebound. I'm pretty sharp. I feel pretty sharp early on.
He gets that one up the wing. 2-on-2 the other way.
Being pretty calm. Ooh, good save there. Pass in front. Brown looking for his second, but denied by Crawford. Stone pass all the way across. Good defensive play. Here's Morin. Skating in. Bumped off. Stone has it. Over to Gordon. Pass back. Missed the mark, but Shinneman, I believe is his name, gets it. Pass back up. Shot on. Pretty easy glove save by Crawford. He had a guy right in front. So if he had given up a rebound, that would have been a dangerous opportunity. 11:39 left. Hansel lost that face-off. I don't know how good he is in face-offs. Keith's shot on. Too hot to handle for my goalie's glove. Gormley has it behind the net. Kane pinning him. Ekman Larson comes in and steals it, but turned over. Good save. I think it was Sharp. Got that top line out. Ooh, good defensive play. I think that was Ekman Larson bumping him. Might have been a bit of interference, though. Bodker pass in front. Couldn't get to Hansel. This is a very active back-and-forth game, but still only 1-1. This is one of the more, probably the most interesting game I played this season. Score. Runblad or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, Rundblad, something like that. I've heard it said. But wow. Slapper through the 5-hole. Lots of boos. And it's 2-1. He's made tougher saves than that. Korpikoski and Ekman Larson with the assists. We take the lead. It's about 8 minutes left in the second. Oh, Hjalmarsson stealing that. Here's Morin getting to skate in. Getting to come right in. Ooh, good poke check. And we'll skate it out. Got a 1-on-1. He shot it wide. Could have been a 2-on-0 almost. Here's Saad back the other way. He gets bumped off by Gormley. Very solid defensive effort so far this game by my guys. Slapper from the point, still loose. Crawford finally covers. And we'll get a face-off in the Chicago end. Crawford's definitely played really well. He allowed that last soft goal, but he stopped a lot of tough ones. Pass all the way over to Bickle. There's Brian Bickle. Skating in. Pass to the point. Seabrook. Oh, what a save! That's just my luck, though. Broken stick. Slapper, and it went right back to Bickle. Wow. Just went right over to him. My goalie making the diving save with the glove. Keeping it 2-1. Chicago taking a commanding lead in the faceoffs. Hansel wins this one, though. Pass around. Kruger gets it. Ooh. Glove save. Me moving to my right. And almost gave that one up. 3:34 left. Taves wins that. Lots of people in front. And that deflected off my defender's leg and went in. Bad luck goal there. Volchenkov. Just a wrister. It was bad enough that I was screened by my own guy, but also it just kind of pinballed. Went off my goalie's pad, too. 2-2 now. They tie it up before the end. See if we get any more. Sharp almost could have moved in on a breakaway, but good defense. McMillan up to Gordon. Gordon using some speed and snipes it in. Beautiful goal. I don't see that very often by the AI. Kind of splitting the defense. That's his 6th. Wow. He just got by all or both defenders and got to that slot and sniped it up high. We take that lead right back, 3-2. So this is the 3rd time out of, I think, 5 games, or probably 6 games. 3rd time out of 6 games that my team has scored 3 or more. I don't know if my team scored more than, that's shot wide, more than 3. Let's see, we had 3-1, 3-1. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. That's offside. And they'll get a little mad at themselves or each other. I don't think my team has scored more than 3 with me in net. Gormley, leading scorer, 9 games played, 7 assists, no goals. Wow. We are under a minute to play. We need to take this lead into the break. Stone blocks that dump in, but his pass is blocked at center ice. There's Peary driving the net and snipes it in. I probably shouldn't have been down there, but I really didn't know what to do because I didn't know what he was going to do.
From that area, you haven't got much time to shoot, and he just wristed that one home. And Gary, I'll tell you who deserves as much credit as the goal scorer.
I didn't think he had any room over there, but that was just a perfect shot. And they tie it before going into the break, 3-3. I've been giving up a lot of goals recently. That's already my 3rd of the game. I've got to do better than that. That last one shouldn't have went in. 3 goals off of 20 shots, 3 goals off of 26 for us. Chicago barely taking the lead in the time on attack, and our passing percentage has gone down. They've doubled us up on faceoffs. Here we go, 3rd period. We'll see if this is the decisive period or if we have to go to overtime. All the way over to Kane. Great block. I think that's Ekman Larson. Hansel has it. Skating in, pass back. Ekman Larson breaks his stick. Here comes Seabrook the other way. Slapper on. Oh, it hit the post. Don't know if my goalie saw that. All the way back up to the point. Save. Another save. Stayed right in front of that. Denied sharp on the rebound. Been very good on the rebound attempts, but the initial shots have not been good on this game. Seabrook sends that around. Keith gets it. He has no helmet. It's Brandon Saad. He'll look for an opening and find it. Here he comes. Pass across. Didn't know that was going all the way across. Bad movement by me. Really bad. I had no clue he was over there. Nobody covering him either, but also if my goalie hadn't dove out, it was along the ice. Use your legs. Or at least stick that stick down. Oh, that was just bad by me though. I went out more forward to the top of my crease because I thought he was going to be more in the slot. And I was going to be more aggressive. But he was further over to the right than I thought. Volchenkov again. Whew, rebound. We're going to get a penalty. Okay, we touched it up. 4-minute double minor. What is it, high sticking? Yep. Well, here we go. Huge penalty kill. It's 4-3 Chicago. We've been good on the penalty kill this season, of course, because of our great defense. But this is a very good team. It can put up a lot of goals. There's Kruger. Guy driving the net. Pass blocked. and cleared out. Crawford will send that around. Ekman Larson does a great read and picks that off and sends it back down. Killed more than a minute now, and they really haven't had anything. There's Kane. Patrick Kane, all alone, waiting for reinforcements. He'll skate in behind. Pass out in front, gets blocked. We are blocking those passing lanes very nicely. Cleared out, doesn't go all the way down as Sharp has it. It's Nicoletti. He'll skate it in. Get in. Pass back to the point to Sharp. Not great positioning by me, but made the save. Pretty soft shot from the point. We've killed more than half of it now. Not really anything doing for Chicago. Oh, that's turned over. Shot on save. Another save. Big rebound on a very soft shot. But again, I've been great on those rebound shots. Hansel's offside. And that comes all the way back. Face-off won by us. Bodker almost turns that over, but it's cleared. Amazing penalty kill job so far. And that is turned over. It goes in. The pass goes off Crawford's pad. He misses it. And McMillan hits that off the post, and Bodker finds the rebound. So both teams now with shorthanded goals. Wow. And that's tied up. Amazing penalty kill by my team. We're playing like the ones on the power play. Almost. Ooh, that hit the side of the net. I gotta be a little better on my positioning. It's been a little bad here in the third period. And that power play is killed. We got a short-handed goal. Lots of room for, I don't know who this is. Shot gets blocked. If we could play defense like that penalty kill the rest of the game, they would have no chance. But also, I don't know if we could get offense going. Halfway through this third, tied at 4. All I want is to get out of here with a win. I've already given up more goals than I would have wanted. It's Hayes. He'll skate in behind and come out in front. Made the save, holding the post. Brown kicks that up. There's Yandel. Haven't seen a whole lot of him. Pass across, picked off. Kane now has it. He'll skate it in. Shot on, saved. Kind of hit my goalie up high, and Chicago will be called for tripping. Patrick Sharp. We're 0 for 1 with 4 shots. They had a shorty on our only chance. Gormley stops that from going all the way down, but turns it over at center ice, and Chicago's offside. 7:35 left here in the third. Chicago out hitting us 15-10. We win the face-off there. It would be big to get a power play goal. Sent in behind. Seabrook kicks that to the other corner. Taves now has it. He's getting pinned. Keith sends that around. Seabrook has it. He doesn't turn it over, and he clears it. Almost turned over. Gormley has it. Turned over completely. Good hit. Oh, yeah, I panicked on that one. I haven't been too good. I've gotten worse as this game has gone on. That's why we need to score here in the third and hang on to that. That's cleared out. Not a great power play by us. But at least we didn't give up another shorty. Keith sends that down. Yandel will get to it first. He'll send that up to Bodker. He's skating in. Shot missed. Pass to the point. Shot on save by Crawford again. Sent around. Leddy has it. He'll pass it all the way up into the neutral zone for Bickle. Bickle waiting for reinforcements, getting to skate right in. Did a little move, but went wide. Bickle still has it. He'll send it in behind the net. Peary gets it. Some pressure here. Seabrook shot on. Rebound goes to the corner. Shaw has it. Getting bumped. Rang it off the crossbar. He had lots of room. Don't know if that would have counted, though. If there would have been interference or not. Bodker has it. Needs to get rid of it. It's cleared. We will get a power play as he's still holding him. That's one thing that's so broken. The holding. 1:35 left, and we will get a power play. He just held him for like a half hour. 0 for 2 though, 5 shots. Face off one by Brown. Ooh, good shot on by Ekman-Larsson, and that's cleared. Goes all the way down. Ekman-Larsson. Pass back to his partner Gormley. Ekman-Larsson finds it again. Up to McMillan. He'll skate in, lots of room. Shot saved by Crawford. Korpikoski. Pass back to Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson, shot blocked. And that's cleared out. We're in the last minute. Brown has it. Really could use a goal. Bumped off by Volchenkov. And Chicago will clear that again. Pass that to Ekman-Larsson. Up to Bodker. Bodker's got some room. Slapper, score! Bodker, power play goal with 24.2 seconds left in the game. Another soft goal given up by Crawford. Woo, assist. Wow. Crawford gave up 2 really soft ones in this game. He's way out to challenge it, and then as the shot comes, he backs up completely. Bodker with his second. I get an assist on that. 24.2 seconds left. Here we go. Dumped in. That's going to kill off a lot of that time. I may have to make 1 or 2 saves. Shot on save, and they tie it. My goalie is unable to hang on with the glove. And a huge rebound for Jeremy Morin. Oh, that sucks. Still not good enough with that glove hand. And they tie it with 5.8 seconds left. This is the second straight game where I've seen 2 goals allowed or 2 goals scored in the final minute. Pretty crazy. That doesn't happen very often. And we will go to overtime yet again. My second straight game going to overtime. 5 goals allowed. Wow. 5 goals scored for my team at least. But it's gone a little downhill for me. But maybe we can win it here in overtime. We'll see if anybody can score in overtime. If not, we'll go to shootout. There's Bodker looking for the hat trick. Shot on! Oh, Keith stakes that rebound and clears it out. Huge rebound given up by Crawford. Kane had a great shooting chance. Save made. Ekman-Larsson has it. Hansel has it. He's working on Keith, and he gets around him. Oh, saved by Crawford. Keith gets it. Getting chased by Hansel. But he'll skate it out and enter the zone. Slap, glove save. Send that over for Ekman-Larsson since nobody's here. Oh boy. Less than 2 minutes here. Pass gets out of the zone. Sent back in deep. Keith gets it. Pass up to Roy. Here's Roy. Skating in. Looking for a pass, possibly. Looking for something. Shot on save. Just kind of sat down on the ice and he skated into me. Here's Yandel. Offside. Dumped in. We will change lines. Getting down to almost a minute left in this overtime period. Here's Shaw. Shaw working in. Score. I don't really know how that got in, and I don't really know why my goalie didn't go down. He tried to make the stand-up save. Shaw worked in. I think it went off of... Who's 44? Stone? Yeah, it kind of deflected off his leg. And that's another stinging loss. All A-pluses for some reason. 6 goals off of 37 shots. Good amount of shots, but way too many goals. Wow. I don't get why my goalie didn't go down on that one. But another bad overtime loss for me. At least it went to overtime, but another bad game for me. I'm allowing way too many goals now. Yeah, way too many. And we should have held on to that in the third, but we couldn't. So different scenarios the last 2 games. The last game against Winnipeg, we tied it late and sent it to overtime and lost. And then that game, Chicago tied it late, sent it to overtime, and we lost still. 4 desperation saves. Not a great game. But I'll be looking to try to bounce back next game. We're 5-3-2. Now starting to struggle to get the wins. Michael Stone has been cleared. Oh, he was injured, but he was playing with it. See what my next game will be. And we'll look at a few different things. My next game will be against Anaheim. And I'll be starting the next 3. I'm starting a lot this season so far. I'm pretty much the number 1. No upgrades, but should be getting one in the rebound control department, that area. Again, we'll look at season expectations. My stats probably took a big hit after that game. Again, I had a 94% save percentage early in the season. It is just withered away. Got a D on the Vezina rankings at 54. That's pretty bad. 89%, 3.61. That's way too high. 5 shutouts, 22. We only have 2 wins. I don't have a shutout so far. I got close in those first 2 games, or first 3, or the second and third game. No, first and third game, that is. Like, I'm just all over the place. We'll look at my actual stats. 2-2-2 now. 3.61 goals against average, 89.1 save percentage. Really bad. Really bad compared to early in the season. Just look at standings, because that does count a lot. We're 7th in the West. And we were in Pacific. We are 4th in the Pacific Division, but only 3 points out of first, which LA and Vancouver own at the same record. And I'm just curious. We are scoring 3.3 goals per game, but we're allowing 3.10. So that's not great. Our power play percentage isn't great, but our penalty kill percentage actually has gone down since last I saw it. It was 80-something, like 84%. Anyways, probably I'm going to really try to get next episode out on Wednesday, even if that means not playing a whole lot in between episodes, because I know you guys love this series and want to see more and more. I want to make it to the playoffs, and hopefully I can do that with Phoenix. I had a good start to the season, but now it's kind of dropped off. Hopefully I can turn it around again. It's kind of been the same story. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and or subscribe. And I'm Avalanche Fan 133, and I will talk to you guys later.